Look at that. She's all wrapped up, snug tight, as if she just finished a nap. It's about time to wake up. What's going on, everybody? It's D Frank coming back at you again with another video. I know it's been a little while. Got a lot of stuff I've been taking care of with life, but it is what it is. Today I'm gonna talk about a subject that I've been wanting to talk to you guys about for a while. You've been following me for a while, for the last year or so, a little over a year and a half. Y'all know what I'm about to talk about, and I'm gonna give y'all my opinion on some ins and outs about things you should do and not to do when radio surprised me. But yeah, I'm gonna give y'all some tips and pointers on some things you should, you know, what to look for when picking a body shop. As a lot of y'all know, or if you don't know, just go back through some of my older videos. Y'all will see that I had some body work done in my car more than once. The first time was done by a shop, let's just more or less say, it looked like straight ass when I got my car back. I wasn't happy with it. So I took it to another shop at the beginning of the year. They fixed the damn dumpster diving, damn trash ass job that the first shop did. And I'm gonna tell you some things that could probably save you a lot of money and a lot of time, a lot of frustration, everything of that sort when it comes to finding a body shop, whether it's going to be for going on, whether it's for insurance purposes, you know, you just got some parts that you want to, you know, get taken care of, whatever. So first thing first, I would say make sure you do your research on the shop that you want to go to. And by research, I would say whether that means Yelp reviews if they're big enough or professional enough to have people to, you know, do those type of reviews. Go, you know, get out and visit the shop so you can make sure that you're taking your car to a place to where they don't look like they working out of the back of a barn or old storage shed, and look like they the cars that's sitting out there look more like a junkyard versus an actual body shop where they have everything, you know, the cars that they're working on separated, and, you know, the finished cars of that nature. Two, a mistake I made, don't just go specifically off of word of mouth, because I mean, people are human. So sometimes, you know, you get, you know, suggestions from good people. Sometimes, you know, it just missed the mark. Like with this situation, when I got referred to go to Autology to take my car there, you know, looking on pictures on Facebook and stuff, you would, you know, I thought, you know, the work was pretty good. And then the shop was located about 100 miles away from where I stay at too, so I just couldn't up and just check in on them and see how everything's going with the car like I wanted to. So yeah, just make sure that you can see some of the work they done in person, because you already know, you know, just going out pictures, they gonna find the best angles. You already know, like how y'all be throwing jokes about the ladies that be getting on Snapchat and Instagram using 100,000 filters and all that. They'll do the same thing with your car. You get up there, you thinking your car, man, looking like it's just, hey, if looks could kill, man, thinking it's looking good, yeah, it'll kill you, all right, kill your pride and make you mad and all that. So yeah, that's another thing. And once you get there, just, you know, just take a look around and, you know, talk to the people, see if you can get a feel of what, you know, that they actually know what the hell they doing. See what other kind of just people that they have assisting working in the shop, because for all you know, man, they could have some dude that look like a damn junkyard dog up there that's a junkie, just looking like he just some random dude that they picked up off the street. And yeah, he don't probably know the first damn thing
Oh yeah,
about
another
the car.
thing. Make sure if you know when you're going to the shop actually to get them to do see what kind of work that they see what kind of cars that they normally fix on, because as somebody say, if they used to fixing on crap, then what you expect, that's what their work will probably turn out. Or you know, that's just saying. But anyways, you would want to make sure that they're used to doing, you know, newer end cars or higher end cars or whatever that you plan on taking to them to fix. You want to make sure that they can fix it, because you don't want it to be just your luck that they used to fixing on cars from like the 80s, 90s, or they used to fixing on something like a 97 Sentra or a 1992 Honda Accord, and you pull up with your brand new Hellcat and they don't have any kind of equipment to paint the car properly, let alone paint the car properly, let alone, you know, putting, you know, if you had some, you know, damage from it or whatever, or want to replace, like, let's say the front bumper or something, you want to make sure that they can not only paint your car, but if you're going to get them to disassemble everything, you want to make sure they can do it and put it together with the right parts. I wouldn't suggest cutting corners if they talking about getting over on the insurance company, trying to save money, this, that, and the third. Man, just go, because they gonna cut corners. They gonna just do a whole bunch of this ridiculous mess, man. Like not using the specific parts for, like, just say for instance, you know, you needed rivets driven somewhere, and they're gonna put bolts up in there and it causes the plastic to warp. Or where you're supposed to use screws somewhere and they use push pins, and you know, the part that was held in with those push pins come out. Because a prime example of that, if you remember my video that I was talking about when they put the weather stripping on my car, they didn't even bother going to a hardware store or whatever at Autology to get the they didn't bother going to the hardware store and just getting rivets to drive in there, and they put 7mm bolts that was over tight and it started to warp the front of my bumper. And then they used plastic push pins on the bottom, on my bottom grill. And I was somewhere doing a speed run coming off a hill well over 100 miles an hour, and when I literally got home, I seen my grill just sticking out, man. The wind got up under there and forced those push pins out, and had my bottom grill leaning out just like that. And that was the final straw with that one for me. And let's see, another thing, another thing I made a big mistake on was giving the shop or whatever props too soon, not giving time to make sure that the quality of the work holds up. Because y'all already know in that video I gave them a shout out and all this, and like 2 weeks later, that's when the car, you started to see the Bondo and the door cracking. You could see more dents on the roof, all the damn white residue in the paint or whatever. Man, it was just so bad that I think some of that dust or whatever they got in the paint, some of it formed a damn Mopar symbol. And towards the end, you know, and as I'm talking about this, I'm gonna show some video clips probably on the side somewhere too, so you can see the work that I'm talking about from Autology. And now I'm gonna talk about, since it's been about 7 months, I'm gonna talk about the work that Collision of Millbrook fixed and how it compares to the other shop. And man, it's a night and day difference, because in 7 months, Autology, like everything, they pretty much painted. Like the hood I had on, that front bumper, I was able to take my fingernail. I could have got an old butter knife, a file that you use to like file a chainsaw. I could have took something like that and scraped the paint off of the stuff that they painted. Like right when I was getting ready to take it to the body shop that fixed my car, and now, man, this work was just falling apart. And then you could tell we got the door skin replaced, we got the roof skin replaced. You know, they you know, painted the new front bumper and all that, and they went back and painted all the stuff that the first shop, all the damn nasty ass soot, I guess that fine dust that you would find in a body shop, got all that out my paint. And for some reason, I don't know, when they had it at Autology, they tried to patch the roof or whatever, they put more dents in my roof, and like with the door, it looked like they took something on the bottom of it and split it up, because you could feel how rigid the doggone door was at the bottom. The rocker molding, you know, they wrote that up, they ain't even bother replacing it. The actual rocker panel was dented, they didn't even touch that, they ain't even mention that. And you know, you could just find like red epoxy and stuff like on the bottom fender where they supposedly went in there and repainted it, and it's just terrible. And 7 months later with auto collision, man, I don't have any signs of paint chipping. If anything, the paint's just looking even better overall. Since I don't have a carport or anything, and I don't have any ceramic kind of coating or, you know, it needs paint correction, but that's because of the elements. It ain't have nothing to do with the job that they did. So overall, my car now looks, for me, I'm happy with it, because and then the work, you know, the things that they replaced held up, because, you know, as you seen when I was going to We Are Mopar, I'm doing speed runs of just crazy fast, and everything held in place. The paint on the roof still look good, the bumper still look, man, I can't complain. I don't have anything negative I could say about how the work of the car and everything looks now. They did their job, and hopefully some of the things I talked about right then and there will help you guys from making a mistake that I did. But this is the first time I ever had a vehicle of mine go into a body shop for that extended a period of time. This is the first time I ever had an experience like that. So you live and you learn, and I hope that the things I went through can help somebody else out if they go through it. Because with Autology, I'm gonna get, yeah, with Autology, I'll say, you know, after they took the insurance money, did a job that I think my nephew and his classmates could have got together and did a better job painting my car and doing all that. You know, you want to make sure, which, you know, if you're doing it on an insurance claim, make sure, you know, if you go with one of the companies that's, you know, that they recommend, they, you know, they would be able to get involved, especially if they didn't do the job right. But if, you know, if you're going like how I did, you just got to know what you're really getting into, because that's a lot of, especially if they take your money, run with it, don't want to do the job right, procrastinate, give you every kind of excuse in the book, don't really keep you in the loop. You got to be the one to initiate, find out what the hell going on with your car. Yeah, taking, you know, their work and taking it to another shop is risky, because you never know what they did at the first shop that could have just really made the process even worse. So you gotta take money out of your own pocket to get your car fixed from you know, taking it to a second shop. And you know, and also with that, I think, you know, you'll probably spend more money than it's worth trying to go to small claims court or whatever, take the punks that, you know, more assholes that really, you know, you over, excuse my language, you'll probably spend more money doing, you know, trying to take them to court than, you know, than what it's worth. So if anything, if you learned anything from me in this experience I've been through over this last year and a half, this video right here sums up everything. And be sure to rate, comment, subscribe. I appreciate everybody that's been rocking with me. And yeah, share the videos, do your thing, man. Yeah, and I'm gonna get back at y'all later. I'm hungry.